Gold. It's Jonesy and Amanda. Today we've got other issues to fry.
The pub test.
Pub test.
Does not pass the pub test. Pub test.
Pub test.
Does it pass the pub test? Pub test.
Yeah, the pub test.
Doesn't pass the sniff test. Stop it. It's not helpful.
Today's pub test, airline weight tax. Does it pass the pub test? Southwest Airlines in the States is implementing what someone has called a fat tax. A customer was forced to pay $1,400 Australian for a second seat. The policy is that if you encroach on the neighbouring seat or seats, you have to purchase the number of seats needed. Mm-hmm. The armrest is considered to be the definitive boundary between seats. That's what their policy says. People are saying this is discrimination, this is fat shaming, and it's quite discriminatory. What depends who's going to implement it on the day. Where are the fast and the hard and fast rules?
I've been at the end of that scale, on the heavy scale, and it is quite humiliating to be weighed at the airport.
Oh, I bet. But
in front of everyone. In front of a bunch of big Fijians as well, I'll point out.
This isn't weighing you. This is just seeing if you get the seat, I think. But also, how do you feel if you've paid full fare and you're taking up a third of a seat because someone's spilling over into your seat?
What if you're really tall, though?
But you can't buy the seat in front. This is a practical solution so everyone can sit comfortably because the airline seats are getting smaller and smaller.
That is true.
And people are getting bigger and bigger. Airline weight tax. Does it pass the pub test?
Damn straight it does. I think it's a fair call. I weigh 75 kilos, and if I carry a bag on that weighs 30, I have to pay extra. But someone weighing in at 120 kilos carrying a carry-on bag for 7 doesn't have to pay any extra. How is that even fair?
You know what? I think it's really sucky that they make you pay the tax, but I also feel really sorry for the poor folks who's stuck sitting next to somebody who's carrying some weight. And as somebody who's carrying that weight myself, because I listened to the Beatles far too many times and decided that their word was golden, and I carry that weight. I think that we need to take mercy on the poor skinny folks out there.
I think it's a bit rough. Look, for me, it's the leg room as well. I feel like with the weight, a lot of people can do something about it, but having been 6'2" and you sit down on your knees at the back of the next seat and you feel like you're in the person's back, and you can't really do much about your height, can you? But it's a bit harsh, but the airlines could do something about the legroom as well.
No, it doesn't pass the pub test. Airlines cannot fat shame people. And they're going to make people pay more on a bus, on a train. How about the airlines make bigger seats? So some people that are unfortunately overweight can actually fit in the seat.
You know what they'd do if they made the seats bigger? They'd pass that cost on
Maybe we should all strip down to our underpants and get on the scales like they do at the UFC and start trash talking. Maybe.
I think I'll stay home.
That's just a Jetstar flight, isn't it?